Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with quite possibly the final episode of Buttery Bulgaria. That's right, we've been doing a lot of these series for a long time, so I feel like it's time to start updating and doing some new ones. I know a lot of you guys really enjoy this one, and there's a pretty good chance that we'll come back and play more of it in the future, don't you worry. But for now, there's a pretty good chance that we're going to end this one. So without further ado, let's get talking and doing things and making things happen. As you can see, I'm literally just throwing a bunch of shit into the telling it to do stuff. Just do that, do this, do that, do this. No particular order in particular that I have decided upon. Actually, how long is analog's going to take? 14 turns? Okay, so we're going to keep doing analog. Official, yes, analog. Yes, depth charges. Depth charges. And how long is the depth charges? Going to be 18 turns. Oh, phenomenal. Delicious. Look at our industry. I just cannot get over that. And the amazing amount of money we have. And finally, for the first time in the entire game, we've actually got a decent amount of manpower. That's right. And a whole bunch of other resources, which are actually very quickly running out of food. And that is a concern, actually. Let's build some farms. That's right. Oh, an early warning radar attacks enemy agents in the region. Oh goodness, we've got such new technology. This is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's do collective farms. I just like that the amount of food it provides as opposed to the non-collective farms. Alright, we're gonna build one there, we're gonna build one here and there and everywhere. Spread them, ladies and gentlemen, spread them like a deliciously delectable disease. Yes, that's right. Collective farms, collective farms. Okay, so that's a lot of collective farms we're going to be producing there. That should be enough food to hold off my starving populace from, like, dying. And we're also going to move the second army over here to Iran because, again, I would like to invade Iran before it's all said and done. So let's end a few turns, get it moving a bit, and we'll move on from there. Alright, so finally, our troops are now ready for the engagement against poor, secure Iran. Not really, they've actually got a pretty decent-sized army. 5 infantry divisions make up their borders entirely on the western front. Even then, they have additional reinforcements throughout their country, and despite the fact that I don't really find them as much of a threat as you would think, they do have some serious defenses with trenches and earthworks and whatnot, as well as the terrain, which is undoubtedly on their side. But never does the Commissar turn down a challenge, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. War with Iran, it has been building up, it has been coming, we've known about it, and now it will happen. By God as our witness, or whatever belief we believe in, thingy-mabobber that we do. That's right. The first army is going to support the advance into Iran. Of course, it's going to come in after the initial assault. The 36th is going to go ahead and move into Ardalan. And I don't think we're going to attack or invade in any other region. Yeah, we could actually attack here. No, let's attack here. In East Azerbaijan. Why not? Yeah, why not? We could bring in tanks if we wanted to, but we don't really have that many tanks to secure the region, so we're not going to do that. My main goal here is to beat the Germans to Elam. If we don't, that means they're going to start taking pieces of our conquered territories. So yeah, without further ado, let's see what happens. Alright, so we easily took out our opponents in Elam, much easier than I thought we would, actually. Kind of disappointed in how easy it was. Well, sort of. Anyway, so we are also taking Ardalan quite easily. The main concern I have now is Azerbaijan, I guess is how you pronounce that. No idea. So we're going to stop the first army from moving to Elam, and instead we're going to move there. We're going to support our tank movement, yeah? With the 52nd. They're going to move. The 52nd and the 53rd are going to go after Khuzestan there. And we're actually going to bring in the 46th army right here, move them to Markazi, and we're going to come up behind the Persian forces. That's right. They won't even be ready for this ish. Oh, sweet, we got depth charges. Alright, cool. Things are happening. Cool. Alright, so What else do we need to research? I don't care. I'm really not paying any attention. Aerospace engineering seems legit. Yeah, aerospace engineering. We'll just put all of our focus for the most part on that. Aerospace, 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 aerospace. Alright, cool. Alright, Vietnam left the American alliance. Smart move, Vietnam. Pissing us off is probably not in your best interests, but then again, what would I know? Alright, so the Iranian forces here in the east are amassing, what the hell, 34 divisions? 34 regular infantry. What the hell? Where did those come from? Huh. Interesting. They must be like militia or something. Still, concerning. Just a unit blob like that is, like, going to do damage. No matter how you slice it. That's a shame. Well, we'll bring in our reinforcements, yeah? Bring in additional reinforcements. Yeah? Bring in additional reinforcements, yeah? And additional reinforcements, yeah. Alright, there we go. Looks good, looks good. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we dominate them. Phenomenal. Alright, so we're going to take these guys. We're going to move them in through there to assist our armies in Gilan. How is this battle going? Okay, we're easily winning. Phenomenal. Alright, so we're going to bring in the 36. We're going to move them here. We're going to move them back into Markazi to really solidify our hold on the enemy capital. We're also going to move in here and try to take out this army that's on the move because it's small, it is vulnerable, and it is ready to be punished, if you know what I mean. That's right. Anyway, so yeah, how's things going in Egypt? Oh, not so well. We lost land. I'm not that concerned about it, really. I really do not mind. So let's end our turn to see what happens. Alright. Oh, it looks like we built some new light tanks in Istanbul. Aren't they just beautiful? Oh, absolutely. God damn, those things are powerful. No, not bad, not bad. Alright, well, what we're going to do is we're actually going to move our transport guy, who's all the way down here. We're going to move him right there. Yes, yes, yes. I wish I could spawn them on this side of the fucking river. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're calling it. We're calling it a river. I'm not the semantics and all that good jazz. Alright, so we're going to bring in our tanks. Actually, you know what? We're going to merge the 50th and the 46th into one unit. Into one unit. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and move them right there. And we're not going to worry at all about the Russian lands. Because I'm a D-bag. That's why. Alright. And frankly, I just want to conquer my lands and be done with it. Good thing we have plenty of gas to run off of. Because if we didn't, we would be in quite a pickle, if you know what I mean. Alright, additional forces move here. Stop doing what you're doing. Just, yeah, stop that. Go here. There we go. Alright, 5 turns. That cuts off 1 turn. Good enough, good enough. Move on, boys, move on! I kind of feel bad for the Iranians. They really haven't stood a chance yet. Poor guys. More land for me. See now how, brown cow? Look at that crap. See, they came out of nowhere. See, I'm convinced 100% that Germany is literally here just to annoy me like fucking crazy. I'm just convinced that's what they're here to do, because they're clearly not here to help me as they keep freaking snatching up my pieces of land. Dirty bastards! Unacceptable. Build me more farms. We've got to make use of what little land we have left, considering the Germans just insist on taking it all. I do want to, like, just kind of look at this in glory, though. Look at this. Aside from the border gore, isn't that just amazing looking? Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. How's the rest of our fight going? Looks like it's going pretty damn well. We are just steamrolling the poor Iranian forces. They were not ready for this amount of butt whooping that we are bringing the day of my daughter's wedding. Actually, you know what? Cancel that. Cancel according to order. Go there, and then go there, then go there, then go there, then go there. Yeah, that's right. Yes, looks good. Yes, add lot to the order. And then they're going to run out of gas. Phenomenal. Okay, well, hopefully the rest of our main army decides to get off their lazy asses and get to the front line. Because you are needed to do your job. Come on, guys. Come on. Do I really need to tell you this? Alright, good. So our forces broke through there in Isfahan? Isfahan? I don't really know how to pronounce that. Don't ask me to. Alright, so we're going to move our additional, the 44th. We're going to move it up to the Elburz. It looks like we're having a little bit of trouble in Lut as we've been bogged down. I think we actually lost a tank there. Well, that's not good. No big deal. How are we doing up here in Traxian? We're doing pretty good. They've got a massive army there. Again, we're going to take some serious casualties trying to beat them, but that's okay. This land is ours. Alright, so this is the situation as it stands. We are running low on supplies. As you can see, the 36th is almost completely out of ammunition and almost completely out of gas. The 1st is completely out of gas. The the 52nd is completely out of gas. As you can tell, this is a very phenomenal situation, the one you always want to be in when you're invading a country. Our tanks are getting their asses whipped, and it's mildly embarrassing, to be completely honest. We're going to give them one more turn, and then we're going to pull them out. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to pull them out now. We're going to retreat to Elburz before we lose all of our tanks. Thankfully, they've actually got gas, so let's see what happens. Hopefully it's something good. Okay, so we managed to successfully escape the clutches of our opponents. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean too much. We're starting to we're going to bring in all of our reinforcements now, and hopefully this is going to go well for us. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've run into a major problem in our attack. It seems as though our opponents, ready for our inevitable invasion, have really doubled their efforts of defense. Their army is rather massive, actually, and I don't have the capabilities to beat it. Now, we are bringing in some reinforcements. The second army was bringing in 238 guys. Hopefully that's enough to beat these dudes, because we're not getting any reinforcements anytime soon. So, if it's not, we could be in a lot of trouble, but here's to hoping that it works out in our favor, or that Germany sends reinforcements. Come on, give me some goodies. Okay. So it seems as though our forces did pretty well. They eliminated many of the enemies that were plaguing us just now. We now have a slight advantage on our opponents. Now that advantage will probably not last for long. So getting reinforcements at this point in time is absolutely paramount to ensuring that we don't lose all of our forces. Like, even these guys lost like 4 divisions or so. So we got to keep that in mind. Now, as for research, we're going to be researching infantry weapons 4. That's right. Finally, get us some totally BA infantry out on the front line. That is what we need. What we have been needing, comrades. Oh, for so long. Actually, no, close air support. Infantry weapons, infantry weapons, infantry weapons, all the way down the list. And then we're going to end the turn, and we're going to see what happens. Again, hopefully, it continues to roll in our favor, and we'll win this engagement that we have for so long been planning. Alright, so we just completed a bunch of our farms, and we also have good news. Yes, our army has held strong against the Iranian forces. It looks like victory is within our grasp, dear comrades. Soon, finally, we will have taken Iran. Oh yeah, look at it. See, their forces are just dropping right now. They're dropping like flies. And the Germans have actually sent in some reinforcements as well. So yeah, things are looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this these turn of events, if I do say so myself. Well, it looks like we have defeated Iran. We're going to annex their territories, of course. Now take a look at this beautiful, beautiful piece of land we have here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Bulgaria in April 27th, 1945. That's right. And look at that. We're third in pretty much everything but manpower. We are quickly getting up in manpower. We have a shortage in food, just a slight shortage, which we're currently working on fixing here. And we're conducting internal propaganda to make people happy. But I think this is a great place to end this series. I mean, we have kicked ass. We have taken names. And oh my, did things just get interesting. The Indians are coming over the border. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a season 2. Anyway, this has been Commissar Bro. Thanks for watching this series, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed playing it. war has only begun. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next series and past that and whatnot. Anyway, this has been CB, and I'll see you all next time.